Hello and welcome from a very sunny Coventry. We're actually here at the AMTC and I'm joined by a good friend and colleague, Giovanni. Gio, what are we going to see here today?
Oh Joe, what an amazing facility. It's just out of this world, fantastic. Now, we've been invited from 3D scanners to come to this event, a metrology training event. Now, they've got all the latest innovations and technology in metrology and I can't wait to go inside and find out more.
Like you say, it's a fantastic day, an incredible facility, so welcome to SwarfandChips.
What can people expect to see and learn from this event?
Okay, well, it's our 2019 launch event of the new version of the PolyWorks software and a few new things coming out. We want users to come along and mix with each other from all different types of industry and see all of the new hardware with the vendors that we've got exhibiting along here in our Metrology Show.
And what new innovations from yourselves are going to be showcased here today?
Well, we have a new product in the market called Collaborative Suite. It's all about digital connectivity and bringing together all of the different measurement devices in the industry.
So Nick, we're going to catch up with you at the end of the day, so we're going to go and find out a little bit more. Thanks, Nick.
No problem, thank you very much.
See so many people here, almost full auditorium. So. I do know one thing, it's not a revolution, it's an evolution.
So we use measurement programs, fixtures, etc. We're able to assess dimensional status of parts as well as monitor our manufacturing capability as well.
I usually present to sort of audiences like this, but also to other academics, so we measure ourselves on how many equations we've got and how complex it is. The challenge of this really is to keep those out and talk about how metrology fits to Industry 4. This is quite an interesting model and it works, and it's really what's been spoken about this morning.
Keith, measurement software on a universal platform. Can you describe to me what this means in real terms?
The universal metrology platform just allows companies to be more efficient. Multiple users can learn one single software, allow them to use a variety of different hardwares, making things run smoothly, quicker, and saving the company money ultimately.
Now, some of the new products that are being launched today includes augmented reality. Now, how does this work?
At the moment we're utilising Microsoft's HoloLens. It's a headset unit which gives you a display by your eyes, which allows you to kind of project images on top of the real world. So rather than virtual reality, which makes up the whole world, we're only augmented the real world by overlaying images of your scans, your CAD models, the deviations, and so forth.
Joe, fantastic talk. Now, at Bentley, you must have seen a lot of changes in regards to inspection in metrology. Can you kind of talk me through some of them, please? And kind of, can you emphasise, how important it is to you as a company and a business?
I think, so yeah, it has definitely changed over the last few years, and I think just more of an understanding of just how important it is and how much time it saves long term, really. Because we're trying to achieve really exact and high levels of quality and a really top level of class for our customers. I think the necessity to have that validation of parts as early and understand them as quickly as possible is more and more important.
Now, what has been the biggest game changer for you at Bentley in regards to 3D Scanners UK and PolyWorks software?
I think that the transition introduction of being able to use PolyWorks on a CMM, a lot of the work that we've done historically is around CMM work, so whether it's twin arms or bridge machines, and it's really kind of accelerated our team's understanding of what we can do to add the most value to the business, and I think definitely the introduction of that CMM feature in PolyWorks has just absolutely accelerated our understanding of measurement.
Now, in regards to this fantastic event here at the MTC, in your opinion, how important are events like this?
I think hugely important, really. I think other than just the fact that of actually networking, I think it's understanding what the new software will allow us to do and improve. I think that is something that's potentially been overlooked, really, in the past, but definitely something that we're showing more of an interest in now, is to get to these events, meet the different people that understand what features and what packages are out there that'll benefit us.
Anthony, we're here at your booth, and this is an industry first from Hexagon Metrology.
Yes.
What is it?
This is the new Hexagon laser tracker, the ATS600. It's basically a laser tracker, as probably is everyone familiar with, but it's the first direct scanning laser tracker to come to market, as in it collects scan data, high accuracy scan data direct from the laser tracker, so without the use of a third-party handheld scanner, for instance.
And that presumably creates a point cloud?
Yeah, it creates a point cloud direct in whatever application software you're using. One of the special things about this is it's got selective scanning capability, so it means you can just draw a polygon on a screen that's looking directly down the laser tracker, so you can very accurately tell it an area to capture, so the data you collect is just the data you want, so there's very little, if any, cleaning of the data after the event, and it goes straight into your application software to perform an inspection report, fit cylinders, create features, whatever it is that you may do.
Okay, so the ScanPort is our fully automated system for measuring parts up to 300 millimeters in diameter. The system is the same as the complete range in that we use a projected light source to project a fringe pattern onto the part, and we have two cameras that measure the interaction of the fringes with the part itself.
The component on there, I think that's perfect, isn't it? It looks like it's 3D printed or additive manufactured. To do that on the CMM would take forever, wouldn't it? Whereas on this, where you tell me it's going to be seconds.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. The main difference is with a CMM, you might take 30 minutes, over an hour to measure the same sort of part, and you're taking a series of single points to construct the part. So with 3D scanning, we can capture hundreds of thousands of points in less than a second, and that enables us to quickly build up a 3D point cloud of the part that we can then run an inspection routine on.
Alex, you've just scanned a gearbox within seconds using a new T-scan. Now, how has this been achieved, and how has this technology evolved over the years?
So the T-Scan 20, which we're showing today, is evolution of the existing T-Scan scanners from Zeiss. So it works with initially a T-track unit. It tracks a volume of about 2 meter cubed of this tracking unit, so by infrared markers. And the actual handheld itself has a red line beam, which then captures the 3D data. So the advantage is that I can not only scan one aspect to another, they don't need to be conjoined or overlapped. So I can quickly capture things like a car or a vehicle very quickly. The advantage of a red line laser is that it can cope with different opacities or surfaces or finishes of cars. So I can scan the tires, I can scan the rim, the bonnet. They all have different kind of reflective properties, but I can scan everything with that without the need for spray necessarily.
Now, how important is the software that makes this work?
So the great thing is, so it does come with the Zeiss own software, but it also integrates seamlessly with PolyWorks. So whatever you're used to with inspections inside PolyWorks, you can bring in the cloud data, the STL data, with the T-scan inside PolyWorks. So anyone who's conversed in PolyWorks doesn't have to relearn anything new when they're comparing, say, for instance, a scan that was conducted with T-scan with a CAD model that they brought in of the nominal.
What new innovations are here today?
Innovations today, it's good to see firsthand the new Creaform, the GOM system, the 29th release of their software, and obviously the PolyWorks updates and new releases.
Now, we have a world exclusive here on SwarfandChips today. Can you tell us about it, please?
So world exclusive is Physical Digital is been accredited to a NADCAP for 3D structured light measurement inspection. We are the first company in the world to receive this accreditation.
And what does your company do, and what does this mean in real terms?
So Physical Digital is a 3D structured light measurement company. So we're a bureau services offering 3D measurement, inspection, robot programming and planning, measurement planning, reverse engineering design, fixture design across multiple sectors, not just aerospace. So it could be automotive, power generation. But this new accreditation is going to slant us more towards the aerospace industry.
Now, we're here at the AMTC for PolyWorks. Now, we're looking at some of the latest technologies, and some of the latest technologies are the softwares that are being used on the CMMs. What's it all about?
So PolyWorks itself runs on our LK CMMs, so on our controllers seamlessly. We've given them access so they can run as the same as our normal software would. With the laser scanners as well, it's all seamless. So this is just running a laser scanner today, but you can put a touch probe on there as well, combine the two with racks and have sort of all of that into one measurement program.
Is this kind of just standardising the way in which you can use your equipment?
Yeah, it's exactly that. So you have your CMM program, your ARM program, your tracker program, but they're all one program. So in the case of a CMM with go-tos and things like that, if you move that to another bit of kit, it just gets greyed out. So you get one program for everything, but it's now bringing in the CMM side of it.
So is this also simplifying the way in which components are being measured in a way? So you're becoming a specialist in one kind of arena rather than having to learn lots of different measurement programs?
Yeah, exactly that. You think previously different softwares on different machines, so your CMM would have one software, different softwares on everything else. You now have one platform for the whole thing. Your whole metrology lab can run off this PolyWorks.
So efficiency?
Yeah, definitely. It's massive sort of efficiency increase from your staff, from your equipment, from all of it.
You've got to have a reason for doing this, and if you can't articulate that in simple terms, it's probably not the right reason. So if you know you need to be able to share data with your supplier because you want to protect your customer by doing this, that's a perfectly good reason. If you want to climb on I4 because everyone else is doing it, that's the wrong reason. You've got to have a purpose, and purpose needs structure, and metrology does supply that structure. I don't think it supplies all the answers, but it goes a long way to getting us going properly, I think.
Now, what's so unique about your products?
Well, our products are ranging. We've got an arm here today. It's not one of the only ones we do, but one of the unique things that we have is a 7-meter arm, something that no one else does, which usually in that sort of range you're going towards a laser tracker. We're looking more towards an actual arm, and it gives you a lot of tangible benefits in terms of accuracy and portability as well. So that's really the unique thing about the arms as such. Obviously we use PolyWorks, which is pretty generic, and especially for this environment. But the arms themselves, fairly ununique in many ways. But the fact that we've got a 7-meter one is unique.
So Steve, your business is all about automation and Industry 4.0 as well. Can you fill us in a bit?
Yeah, sure. So basically what we do is we supply inline measurement systems, traditionally for automotive and aerospace. So as you've seen over the years, there's a lot of demand now to measure things in process, because obviously in automotive terms, if you measure a car at the end of the process and there's something wrong and you've got 500 vehicles in the production process that need rectifying, that cost is immense.
Keith, what new technologies have you been exhibiting today at this fantastic event?
We've had some good coverage with our new patented 8-axis rotary tables, which are an accessory which complement our new range of quantum Faro arms. So it just helps our users to measure more efficiently, reduce their time on the actual measurement processes, and improve efficiency overall. On top of that, we've also had our 6 degree of freedom tracker measurement probe, which is the 6 probe for our large volume systems. So we've had some good coverage with that today as well at the show.
And has the footfall been good? Have you had much inquiries, many inquiries?
Yeah, footfall generally. We've been to this event now supporting PolyWorks and 3D scanners since its inception, and this is the largest turnout we've seen at this place. So well over probably 200 people that we've seen around, new customers and potential potential customers for the future as well for us. So.
In regards to PolyWorks and the launch of their 2019 software, what do you make of this and how does it lend itself to your products?
We have a lot of customers from the OEMs to the supply chain, down to the suppliers, tier 1s, tier 2s that are already using the PolyWorks software. It just helps harmonise all of the data and the main sort of drive of data exchange between one another. So it helps, and our data capturing devices and 3D imaging and realisation technology lends itself well into something like PolyWorks, which can then distribute that information around the supply chain and to the customer base.
What product are you exhibiting here today, and what's so unique about this product?
We are exhibiting the Cybergage 360. The biggest advantage with this product, number one, is the accuracy. So it's 7 microns volumetric on a 200 by 100 millimeter volume, and the advantage in being able to scan the part underneath and on the top. So we don't have to turn the part over, thus keeping accuracy. So these are the two biggest advantages with this, and it's automated with the PolyWorks software.
So in regards to the PolyWorks software, how has that enhanced the product and how does that work?
So basically you would have one skilled operator that would understand the PolyWorks software. They would load a part in, they would do the scan, they would then do the analysis of the CAD model, the colour map, the section cutting, all the information that you required from the part. Then once they committed that to a program, you could have any operator then loading the part into the system and pressing play. So it's as simple as just loading the part and pressing the play button. What the software will then do, that will then do a scan, it will replace the existing scan and it will give you a full report at the end. So the idea of this is you only have one skilled operator in the company, you have 50 of these machines and you just have operators that are loading parts on a sort of hourly basis, half an hour depending on the part. So that's the biggest advantage, is the automation side of it as well.
Anne-Marie, in our industry where we're so heavily involved in manufacturing, we presume that all the metrology equipment is used predominantly for this. However, you have a different application for it. Can you explain?
Yeah, I'm a consultant for 3D laser scanning and cultural heritage and related applications, and what we use it for is documenting our cultural heritage in 3 dimensions so that we can analyse it, document it, archive it, repair it, conserve it, and use it in new ways, so create interactives for museums or create new works of art. The list is endless really, it's just as big as your imagination.
Mario, you've travelled from Williams F1 to visit this fantastic event, but what in particular has drawn you to this event? What have you come to look at?
I've come to look at what 2019 brings to PolyWorks and how we can introduce that into our workplace and see if it improves our inspection.
So have you been using PolyWorks software for a long time now?
It's been just over 6 months, nearly a year, yeah.
And how do you find it?
So far so good, really it appeals to everything. It's quick, it's really flexible in terms of what macros you can use and sequences, all sorts.
I love that you're holding on to your sideburns like we're going to steal them.
Oh yeah.
Nick, it's the end of the day. It's been a fantastic day, but what has happened to your head?
Yes, I've been roped into doing a head shave along with one of my colleagues, Marius, for a local charity called Zoe's Place. And all the exhibitors and a few other people I think have donated today to have a good shave in my head. So thank you to everybody that put some money in the pot.
And if anyone wants to donate, we'll put a link below. Now, it's been a real eye-opening day for me. The footfall has been astonishing, and the quality of the footfall has also been overwhelming for me. It's the technology that's been on display has been fantastic. What have the highlights been for you?
There's so many. We've had all the metrology vendors in the industry here today. I think we've had about 240 people come through. It's been that crazy. I haven't even had a chance to say hello to everybody. But hopefully, we'll go bigger and better next year.
Thanks, Nick. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And as Lindsay always says, keep them spindles turning.
Where is Lindsay?